Does this picture make you think about summer? Well, it should, because you're only about a week away from summer vacation. Welcome to the last official library picker for the 2010-2011 school year. As you put away your textbooks and clean out your lockers, which for some of you is a pretty huge task, remember that the summer is a great time to do a little bit of reading. And I want to remind you that you are allowed to check books out from the middle school library over summer vacation. In the fall, all you've got to do is bring those books back to one of the libraries on campus. Alright, so let's get to some books. Now you guys have heard a lot from me in Library Picker episodes over the last school year, so what I'd like to do is turn this episode over to our 6th grade boys, who have been doing a video editing project in their language arts classes. I've selected clips from several of these projects that feature books that we haven't featured yet this year on Library Picker. They cover some great summer reads, and they've thrown in some of their own interesting stuff as well.
Do not try any of what you are about to see at home.
Ever.
We are what you call professionals.
Oh, it's recording? Welcome to this episode of Library Picker.
Our first book that we're reviewing today has a little bit of action, suspense, and mystery in it.
Alright, so now we're going to look at Storm, Okay. Storm is a book that is packed with mystery, action, and even some suspense. This is a book that has 3 main points of view: Will's, Andrew's, and Gia's. Will is a boy who just moved to London, and his mom dropped him off with his aunt, telling him that he would be back in a little while. But this is 2 months ago. Gia is a girl who is very quiet and is very good at chemistry. Andrew's a multi-millionaire. I would recommend this book to people who like mystery and a lot of action. If you don't like this book is not for you.
Caleb, what are you reading?
The Maze Runner. Just finished it. And
Was it good?
That was a good book.
What was it about?
Well, it's about this boy named Thomas, and he's sent to this strange place called a maze. And his main goal is to get out of it. And also, there's a website on the Maze Runner. Just come over here and I'll show it to you. So it shows all the new books. So here's the home, and then you can go to books. And you can see that there's a new book for the trilogy called The Death Cure. And there's news about the author, James Dashner, and even a game.
Hey!
Alright, you guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Looks like Bigsby's gonna win. Oh, Jackson wins.
And now we're going to look a little bit at the cover for Swindle by Gordon Korman. And here it is.
That is so cheap. The bishop cannot do that.
Teddy, get off. Teddy, get off track. Thank you. Now pull up the cover.
Wait, am I like right there?
And that would be the cover for Swindle by Gordon Korman.
This book is phenomenal. Theodore Boone by John Grisham. The book Theodore Boone, Kid Lawyer is a novel full of suspense, comedy, and unsuspecting surprises. This book is about a 14-year-old named Theo that lives in a small town in Pennsylvania. One of the biggest murder trials is held in this town. Pete Duffy is accused of strangling his wife, Myra Duffy, for a $1 million life insurance policy. Throughout this book, Theo is trying to solve a mystery and meets very important people on his way. If you're interested in court-related fiction books, suspense, and mysteries, this is a perfect book for you.
Jake, a Florida Keys Islander, lives in Isla Morada, a small town in the Florida Keys. Sharky, the local fisherman, is creepy and antisocial. This secluded person lives in a rusty boxcar in the west part of town, inside the mangroves. Jake becomes Sharky's best friend and takes him to Key West to trade and buy new materials just in time for the Labor Day hurricane, the storm of the century that devastates the Florida Keys in 1935. This is the worst hurricane in recorded history.
One of the most intense landfalling hurricanes in recorded American history struck the upper Florida Keys. The storm formed as a weak tropical storm east of the Bahamas in late August. On September 1st, it entered the Gulf Stream as a Category 1 and rapidly intensified without pause for an entire day. And then, on Monday, September the 2nd, the hurricane made landfall. Craig Key, Long Key, and Upper and Lower Matecumbe Keys suffered the most damage.
Hey Gaines, I heard you read the book The Candy Shop. How was it?
It was awesome. It was a great fantasy by Brandon Morrill about 3 kids who become friends with a local candy shop owner. Then the candy shop owner gives them magic candy and everything turns to chaos.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the name of this book is Secret. So imagine you're a teenage survivalist who learns a big secret. You find a box in your uncle's antique shop full of smells. You're then entangled in a big mystery involving a dead magician, an evil lady, and a society with yet another secret. You go undercover and try to figure out this mystery and stop evil from doing its damage. It's part of the Secret series, and if you have ever read the Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket, you're probably going to like this book.
A Nosy News special report. Pseudonymous Bosch, anonymous author of the Secret series, the best-selling mystery books about 2 intrepid young investigators, a missing magician, and the search for a centuries-old secret. Best known for his landmark lawsuit, he is the only author ever to try to get his name off the New York Times bestseller list. But who is this international man of mystery?
Ice Square is an action-packed adventure by Matt Wyham. This is about a boy called Carl Hobbs who hacks into Fort Knox security system. With his computer and all of a sudden, gold bars went missing into hands of the most notorious terrorists around the world. After Carl hacked into Fort Knox, he was caught and taken to Ice Square Prison, a secret location where only the worst people were held. Ice Square is a terrible place, with no heating, guards watching your every move, small cells, and very little food. When Carl started getting interrogated, he told the government what happened, and they didn't believe him. So then he told them about the chat room for hackers. Then they found a person called Beth who told Carl how to hack into Fort Knox. Then a few days later, one of the prisoners tries to escape and kills a few of the guards. Will Carl ever survive?
That just about wraps it up for this week's episode of Library Picker. Thanks for your help, 6th grade, and 7th and 8th grade, good luck on exams. And all of you, enjoy your summer.
What do you think about the end of school coming up?
It's gonna be awesome. No homework, no offense to teachers, but no teachers, no people telling me what to do. I'm gonna get to stay up all night, I'm gonna play video games, eat junk food. It's gonna be awesome.